In the heart of the Arabian desert, a technological marvel defies the scorching heat of the sun. Hidden within this sleek industrial facility lies the most expensive agricultural commodity produced in the Middle East.
This is the home of the Densuke watermelon, a fruit so rare it commands $6,000.
Originating from Hokkaido, Japan, these black diamonds are now cultivated in the controlled environments of Dubai today. To justify the astronomical price tag, and every stage of production must adhere to absolute perfection standards daily. We begin our journey at the entrance, where biosecurity protocols rival those of a pharmaceutical laboratory facility.
Workers pass through air showers, removing microscopic contaminants that could threaten the delicate crop inside the facility.
The air pressure is calibrated to keep external dust and pathogens from entering the pristine growing zone. Inside, the climate is manipulated by advanced algorithms, ensuring optimal humidity and temperature around the clock daily. It simulates the exact conditions of a Japanese summer while shielding the plants from desert sandstorms outside. Production starts with genetics, as technicians select only the most robust seeds from the previous harvest cycle. Each seed is placed into a sterile rockwool cube, which provides the perfect medium for initial root growth. Over the next 14 days, the seedlings are monitored constantly for any signs of weakness or disease.
Only the strongest specimens are allowed to proceed to the main greenhouse, ensuring the highest quality yield.
The selected plants are transferred to a hydroponic system that eliminates the need for traditional soil entirely. Nutrient-rich water is delivered directly to the roots, maximizing growth efficiency and conserving precious water resources.
Water used here is purified through reverse osmosis, removing impurities found within the standard city water supply.
A custom blend of minerals is dissolved into the supply, calibrated to boost sugar production in fruit.
Sensors track the pH balance and electrical conductivity of the solution, adjusting the mixture in real time. As the vines grow, they are trained vertically to save space and improve airflow around the leaves. Technicians prune excess foliage daily to ensure the plant directs its energy toward fruit development, not leaves.
Approximately 40 days after planting, the vines begin to flower, signaling the start of the critical phase.
In this sealed environment, there are no bees, so pollination must be performed entirely by human hand. Workers carefully transfer pollen to the female flowers during a narrow window of fertility in the morning.
Each pollinated flower is tagged with the exact date, ensuring the harvest time can be calculated precisely.
Within days, small fruits begin to swell, but not all of them will be allowed to mature.
To create a $6,000 melon, and the farm adheres to a strict one fruit per vine policy.
All competing fruits are culled, forcing the plant to channel all its nutrients into a single masterpiece. The rejected melons are composted and recycled back into the system to minimize waste within the facility. As the chosen fruit grows heavier, it is supported by a custom fabric sling to prevent detachment. This suspension system allows the melon to hang freely, ensuring a perfect spherical shape without flat spots.
Daily measurements track the expansion rate of the fruit, alerting growers to any stalls in development immediately.
If growth slows, the central computer automatically adjusts the nutrient blend to boost potassium and phosphorus levels.
As the fruit matures, the skin begins to darken, transforming from deep green to the signature black.
Technicians wear white gloves to handle the fruit, preventing oils from human skin damaging the perfect surface. The distinctive black rind requires constant polishing to ensure it remains free of any scratches and blemishes. Workers rotate the fruit daily to ensure even light exposure and consistent coloration across the entire surface.
Protective covers are placed over the melons to prevent direct artificial light from bleaching the dark pigment.
Carbon dioxide levels are elevated during the day to supercharge photosynthesis and accelerate the accumulation of sugars.
The stem is monitored closely as its condition indicates when the fruit has stopped taking in nutrients.
Inspectors search for microscopic cracks or imperfections that would disqualify the melon from the premium black label.
Any fruit showing even the slightest flaw is marked for removal and downgraded to a lower tier.
Experts tap the fruit listening for a specific hollow resonance that indicates the perfect density and ripeness.
This manual check is verified by acoustic sensors that analyze the sound waves traveling through the flesh.
The sugar content must exceed 12 degrees Brix to be considered a true Dubai Densuke black diamond.
When the data confirms perfection, and the harvest team prepares sterilized tools to detach the fruit from life. The stem is cut in a specific T-shape, a signature of quality that signifies a premium product.
Harvested melons are placed onto memory foam cushions to prevent bruising during transport to the packing hall.
The transport carts glide on smooth floors to eliminate vibrations that could disturb the internal cellular structure.
The fruit enters a cooling chamber to bring its core temperature down and halt the ripening process.
They rest here for 24 hours, allowing the internal pressures to stabilize before the final processing.
Once stabilized, the melons are moved to the processing hall for a rigorous final inspection and weighing.
Every gram is accounted for, as the weight determines the final market classification and price of the fruit.
A three-dimensional laser scanner maps the surface geometry to ensure the melon is a perfect sphere.
Any deviation from a perfect round shape results in immediate disqualification from the top luxury tier category.
A final manual polish with a silk cloth brings out the deep obsidian luster of the rind.
The skin is now so glossy and it reflects the facility lights like a polished piece of black marble.
A low-power laser etches a unique serial number and QR code directly onto the melon skin.
This permanent mark guarantees authenticity, preventing counterfeits from entering the high-end luxury fruit market globally. The packaging process is as elaborate as the farming, beginning with a handcrafted wooden display box.
The interior is lined with premium black silk to cushion the fruit and enhance the visual presentation.
The heavy fruit is gently lowered into the box, nestling perfectly into the custom-fitted fabric mold. A certificate of authenticity is printed on heavy cardstock, verifying the harvest date and sugar content and origin. The document is hand-signed by the head grower and stamped with a wax seal for final approval. The certificate is placed atop the fruit, ensuring the buyer sees the verification immediately upon opening it.
The wooden lid is secured, protecting the $6,000 cargo for its journey to the customer.
A decorative ribbon is tied around the box, transforming the agricultural product into a high-end gift. The boxes are loaded into a refrigerated van that maintains the same temperature as the cooling room.
The delivery vehicle navigates the streets of Dubai, heading toward the most exclusive hotels and private residences. Many of these melons are destined for the tables of royalty and ultra-high net worth individuals.
A head chef receives the package, treating it with the same reverence reserved for truffles or caviar.
Opening the box reveals the pristine black sphere, which has traveled less than 50 miles from harvest.
The chef inspects the fruit, verifying that the journey has not compromised its perfect structural integrity condition. The flesh is denser and sweeter than a standard watermelon, with a crisp texture that defines luxury.
It is often served simply allowing the complex flavor profile to stand alone without any culinary distraction.
The plate is carried to the dining room, where guests pay hundreds of dollars for a single slice.
Naturals. For the consumer, the experience is about exclusivity and the story behind the cultivation of the fruit.
But back at the farm, the cycle continues as new seeds are selected for the next generation. Sanitation crews sterilize the growing bays, preparing the environment for the next batch of black diamond seedlings. Filters are replaced and sensors recalibrated, ensuring the life support systems remain at peak operational efficiency levels. Data from the previous harvest is analyzed to identify minute improvements that can increase yield or quality. The pursuit of perfection is endless in this facility, where nature is bent to the will of technology.
As night falls over the desert and the lights inside the facility continue to shine on the precious crop.
Security guards patrol the perimeter, protecting the millions of dollars worth of inventory growing behind the walls.
Dubai has proven that with enough investment, even the most unlikely crops can thrive in the sand.
The Densuke watermelon represents the pinnacle of modern agriculture, where science meets luxury in a black sphere. While traditional farming relies on the seasons, and this industrial approach creates a perpetual summer for the fruit.
It is a symbol of status and wealth, and a fleeting experience of taste that costs a small fortune.
For the workers, it is a labor of intense focus and pride, producing the rarest fruit on Earth. Every drop of water and every photon of light is calculated to produce this specific agricultural outcome.
The result is an agricultural product that has transcended food to become a piece of edible art.
Sealed in its box, it is ready to be delivered to those few who can afford the price.
The journey from the high-tech farm to the plate is complete, but the cycle begins again tomorrow.
This facility stands as a testament to human ingenuity.
The black diamond of the desert proves that value is defined not just by scarcity, but by effort.
This concludes our exclusive look inside the most expensive watermelon farm in the world, located in Dubai.
The production of the Dubai Densuke requires the collaboration of biologists, engineers, and skilled laborers working together.